by the end of this video, you will be able to build this exact house for yourself on your survival world. Hey guys, you're watching the one and only. My name is AJ. Welcome back to another starter house tutorial. Today we are in the Mooshroom biome, but this will also double up as the roofed forest starter house as well. Both of them have mushrooms in them. Both of them would suit so well in either this Mooshroom biome or the roofed forest biome. They'll both work very well. They're both magical, giant mushroom-like biomes. There's also two options that you can do with this. You can either build it out of mushroom blocks, but that does require getting silk touch. I don't think that you can share them, mushrooms. But if you don't have that, then you can always use wool or clay even. The clay does go against my rule of using the blocks that are only available in that biome. But for you guys, you're more than welcome to. The red and the white would be perfect for it. And they are natural colours as well, so they're not that hard to get. You could use wool as well. But for this tutorial, I'm going to be using the mushroom blocks. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to start off. I'm going to do it on the top of this little tiny mushroom biome here. It's actually a really interesting one because that mycelium is going to spread down here. I got this seed from IBX Toyka, one of his Sunday seed showcase things from quite a while back, I think. But it was a really nice, it was the perfect sort of mushroom biome for it because I couldn't find one no matter where I looked. We're going to start off by a 5 stretched line of this mushroom block, and then you're going to do a line of 2, and then you're going to do 5 again. 3, 4, 5, 1, 2. Whenever it goes down into the ground, always make sure you sort of build it into it. It looks much better. It's very, very important. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, make sure you build it down into the rest of the build. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Give ourselves some room on the inside, and that's going to be the biggest part of the house. This is more of an aesthetically pleasing starter house than a useful one, if you like. Our doorway is going to be over here. I'm going to knock out, I should probably just knock out 1 block, I think, for the doorway. And I know we don't have any trees in this biome, so I'm just going to use an oak door, but you guys can be more creative and use your own doors. I'm also going to put it on the outside. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to very carefully think about where we want these blocks to be around the door. I think we want this and these ones. Okay, so we're going to go around like this. And then you're going to put it here and here. And that'll fill up, the rest of the spots. So we can have it in the middle there as well. That's just where the door would be on the other sides. There and there. So from the outside, you're going to sort of slowly build up. Sort of like building a giant tree in Minecraft. It's very, very similar. So these mushroom blocks can only be placed in one direction. You can't like change them like logs. They only ever face up, which is fantastically useful, I think, for survival, because it can be difficult sometimes trying to face the right way more than you think. Yeah, it can be quite awkward trying to get up and face the correct orientation. I had a brain fart then. Anyway, so once we've got that, you're going to go up 1 more level. And you're going to go around here, around there, and this last one. And then you have this 1 little block to go in the corner here. 1 there, 1 here, 1 there, and 1 here. So we've now got this. Beautiful. Now we want to try and make this stalk go a little bit thinner to go up the sort of middle part of the mushroom. So what we're going to do is very quickly now try and thin this out a little bit. So we're going to go here, 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 and then the last one, and then add your corner ones in as well. So we're going to go right there, right there, right there, and right there. And then that now gives us, as you can see, a sort of 3 by 3 tree trunk, if you like. We'll call it a tree trunk, mushroom trunk. A 3 by 3 tree trunk. 3, 2, 1. So once you've got your tree trunk, you're going to then build this up, I would say 4 or 5 blocks. This is 3, this will be 4. Let's go with 4 for the moment. Up here. And then you're going to want to add some more just in the corners. Probably 2 blocks there around these corners. And then I think probably 3 blocks along here. It just then makes the gradient a little bit more shallow. It's not quite of an urgent change. So there is our mushroom trunk. Now we need to do the mushroom head. Is it called? I don't know what it's called. The mushroom bulb. Bulb sounds like a better word. Okay, so for the mushroom bulb, we're going to come out by 3 blocks, sorry, all the way around on all 4 sides to start off with. We're going to try and do this in a way that is going to be as easy as possible to follow. This is like a little bit of a bonus one because I know not many people start in a mushroom biome. But it is a biome, so I did want to cover it. I've also got some other biomes that I'm going to do as sort of bonus episodes. The ocean one, the nether, and the end, I think, are going to be my 3 bonus biomes to do. And I think that'll cover it. If you guys have any other biomes that you don't think that I've really covered yet, then let me know in the comments section. I think I've sort of covered most of them now pretty well. So I've got these sort of 3x3 squares that go all the way around the edge. And then what you're going to do is on this last layer, you're going to bring it down by 1 block. And you're going to just run around the edge. So the mushroom sort of droops down around the edge here. Oops. Droops down. And then when you look up from the sort of bottom, as if you were standing on the ground, the mushroom sort of has a sort of underside, if you like. Look. Like that. It just looks much better. Okay, so once we've got that, we then want to work out the outside. It's a pretty simple one. We're going to do, we're going to do another 3x3 section. This is sort of the pattern that we're going to go with all the way around to make it easy to follow. And then you can always fine tune it afterwards and change up the bits that you don't quite like to suit your own worlds and your own fancies. So I'll have this last one around here. We can have another one here. 2, 3. Oops. 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. If you do this pattern, it'll just make it easier for yourself to be able to follow. If you've done this kind of thing before and you've built this kind of shape before in Minecraft, then you can go on your own sort of direction now and finish it off yourself. If you're not quite sure, then just follow along and do what I'm doing here. It will require us removing some of these blocks, so make sure that you do have a way to recover whatever block you're using. So if you're using like glass, make sure you've got some silk touch, because we will be removing some of these blocks afterwards and changing it to make it more of a mushroom shape. We just need to get sort of a base plan down first. Okay, so now we've got something like this. What we can do is start adding some edging. So we're going to go here and here, and the last one goes up there. And see that sort of shape that we get? There, there, and there. It's sort of like a semicircle. If you've been subscribed to me for a little while, you'll know that whenever you're doing like a boat or sort of these sort of odder shaped, organic-y shaped builds, then you'll see this sort of semicircle come up quite often. There, oops, there and there, 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 and there, there, there. It's a huge head on this mushroom. Beautiful. Okay, so once we've got that, we can now put another layer on top of here. And basically going in 1 block from the edge on each layer. There. Along here. Each level you do, the mushroom gets smaller, so it gets quicker every level that you do as well, which is quite handy. Okay, like that. And then we're going to do another one above here. This is 2 blocks in from the edge that you've now done. So you got like 1 block here, 1 block here, and then you start and you finish with 2 blocks at the end. And here. And then we can do, you can have one in the middle. Yeah, one in the middle of your final ones. Okay, that's actually got a lot of the building out of the way. All we need to do now is sort of fill in any gaps. So first off, put in these single ones in the corners. Oops, not down there. And then you're going to come up a level, do 2 like that. And 2 like that. Do that on every side. Like that one. This one. And the last one. This is what we've got so far if we back off. See, it's starting to now look like a giant head of a mushroom. The next level up, you're going to go behind these single ones and fill in these blocks all the way over to the edge. So again, you're like 1 block away from the corner. Go along here. Go along here. And along here. Fill in your corner ones again. As you can see, there's sort of a pattern that starts occurring when you're doing a shape like this. As long as you keep the sort of gradient as it goes in as similar as you can, you'll sort of keep with this pattern all the way. We'll then add these 2 in the corner before we add our next layer. That goes here. Here, oops, I don't want, no, that is right, yes, sorry. Here, and here, again, with your corner ones. Go in here and here. Now we want to start thinking about capping it off. Obviously, the mushroom doesn't go up to a point like a castle does. It goes to a sort of rounded top, and we're nearly there already. I think all we're going to have to do now is add these corner ones in here. And then this top level is all going to be one on the same layer. So we have it like this. Now, as far as the inside goes, obviously the best way to get around would be ladders. It would give you the most room on the inside. It's actually quite a lot of room when you get up into the mushroom's head. But what do you think about that? I think it looks pretty cool. We can grab ourselves some glass. Yes, you can get glass in the Mooshroom biomes. There's always like sand, or usually around the edges, little parts of sand. So I'm going to put in a window in here. A window in, I think it's this level there. And let's put a mushroom block below there, just so the window sort of all blends in. A window in here. And then that's good. We go through our door. It's like a fairy house in a way, which is why I like having the windows so low. As far as lighting goes, because they're all full blocks, you can put them directly on top, which is unlike most of our other buildings that use stairs, and you can't put torches on stairs. With this, you can put them straight on top of the doors. We can go on the inside, place them on top again to light up the inside. As far as the floor goes, I personally like having the mycelium. I think it just blends into the biome really well. It's like more natural to be inside of the mushroom, to have the ground the same, but you can change it to whatever you like. Even the red mushroom blocks would look quite good, or even using another sort of mushroomy type block on the inside. This one could look quite cool, or the darker one. Totally up to you. I sort of prefer this one if I was going to do it like that. Try and give yourself as much room as you can on the inside, because it's not the biggest house for a starter house. So don't fill in these ones here. Like, don't go that one, and that one. Although it might look better to sort of finish it off like that on the inside, it's so much wasted space. You can put things in these little gaps. You can put plants in there. You can put chests in there. Obviously not chests down here because they won't be able to open, but you can put chests in here for them to open up. There's so much that you can do that I really would recommend not wasting the space. So once we've got this, we can then get a stalk that goes up the middle. Make sure we get the middle point. Oh, that is the one. Stalk that goes up the middle all the way to the top of the mushroom head. We can put some torches in here. Keep them all mirrored. And then we grab ourselves some ladders. Now, I know, again, ladders are made of wood. Wood isn't in the biome. There are exceptions that we have to have, unfortunately. If we sort of were saying that, then that means that we can't have any stairs in here either, because there's no stair type that you can get in the mushroom biome. So we sort of have to balance it out a little bit. I've always said from the beginning of this series that there will be certain points of where we will have to use doors and ladders and stuff and glass, even if they can't specifically be found in the biome itself. I'm putting a ladder on each side because I just think it looks better. And there we go. I would fill in this around the edge here, so then you get sort of a flat floor that goes all the way around. Plenty of room up here for a bed, for all the storage chests that you would want. I'll probably have my storage up here, personally, and then down below in those little tiny areas that I told you guys not to waste, these parts, you can have furnaces in them. You can have crafting tables in them. You can have enchantment tables in them. There's a lot of stuff that you could have in those spots. And then up here, I would have all of the chests and have a storage room up here. If you guys enjoyed it, then hit that like button. I really do appreciate it. This is technically the last one. I said I was going to do the 10 main biomes. But like I said earlier, there is the ocean that I want to do, the nether, and the end. We shall see you guys in the next video. Bye!